In this tutorial, we are going to study how to initialize the arrays and how to access the elements from the array. So let's directly look into the example. So we can initialize the array one by one, that is memory location by memory location, and by using a single statement like this. For example, I have a array of balance of double data type and array size is 5. So this is how you can initialize the array in a single statement, that is 1000 dot 0 to 3.4 7 dot 0 and 50.0. This is our balance array of type double. So this is how the memory location looks like, and it is a continuous allocation of memory locations. That is, it's not like one balance of 0 is here and balance of 4 is somewhere else. This is not, it is not like that. It's a continuous allocation of memory. So following is an example to assign a single element of the array. For example, you can do it like this. You can initialize the array one by one. Balance of 4 is equal to 50, you can do. Balance of 3 equal to 7. Balance of 2 is equal to 3.5. Both are the same, but this will be the most convenient way to use. So now let's see how to access the array by considering one example. I'll create one integer array of size 5 and I'm going to initialize it with the 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So there are 5 elements in the array, and how I can access the say third element. So the third element can be accessed like this. So a of third element we want, so the third element's index is 2, that is the index starts from 0, 0, 1, 2. So the third element's index is 0. This is how we are going to access the third element. So I'm going to compile it now. There's some memory problem in my system. I'm going to compile it again. Yes, it's compiled now. I'm going to run it. So if we run it, we got the third element of the array. So now how we can print the entire array in a stretch? That can be done by using a looping statement. We can use a for loop for that. In order to use for loop, we need to have one iterator. So I have created one variable called as I, and I am going to initialize it, and I will be having one condition. I should be less than 5. 5 is the array size, and I plus plus. So this loop runs till the till 5 times it will run. That means it will print all the elements of the array. Like if I do that, a of I, if I do that, for the first iteration I will be 0, a of 0 will be printed. For the second iteration I will be 1, a of 1 will be printed, that is 20. Like this it will run for the entire array. So I'll compile it, and now I'm going to run it. If I run it, I'll get like this. I will be including one endl statement here. Endl keyword I'll be including, and I'm going to compile it again. It's compiled and now I'm going to run it. So as you can see here, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And you can also observe there is a new line after 50. That is because of this endl. So hope this accessing the element of array and arrays is clear to you. Thank you for listening. We'll meet in the next tutorial. Thank you.